Hi everybody, this is Tega. Welcome to my channel. If you're new on this channel, you're very welcome. If you're a subscriber and you're back again, thank you so much for coming. In this video, I'll be showing you how to cut and sew an off-shoulder dress. So let's just get started. I'll be making use of A4 papers as my pattern papers. If you're cutting straight on your fabric, you need minimum of 2 meters or 2 yards of fabric, and you can go as much as 3 meters, 3 yards or 3.5. So first of all, you need to fold your fabric like this, as I'm doing here, and you fold it over again in a bias form. So if you're using 2 meters or 3 meters, you need to fold exactly the way I'm doing here. And once it is folded, you've got a top bit and you've got a bottom bit. As you can see, is unfold on the side. The bottom bit is wider and the top bit is lesser, as you can see. So the next stage now is to measure the length of the dress you want to work with. But before I do that, I'm going to cut the top bit in such a way that it forms a straight line. If you're cutting on a fabric, you need to do the same. And once that is done, you want to take your tape measure and start measuring the length of the dress. And you need to measure from that point. You want to take your marker and mark the length of the dress you're making. And you will notice that it's not straight at the bottom, it's a bit curvy. You will have a slant line like that. The next stage is to take your scissors and cut it out. Once that is done, you should have something like this. Next, you want to measure your neck depth. If you want a neck depth of 6 inches, you need to come down by 5 inches or 4.5 from the shoulder line, because you need 1 inch or 1.5 inches for your elastic casing. So if you want a neckline of 7, you can come down by 5.5 inches. So here you want to add your chest line measurement. So chest line circumference divided by 4. Add additional 2 to 3 inches to it and make the marking. Your chest line circumference divided by 4. Add 2 or 3 inches and make the marking. And that's what I've done there. The next stage is to add your bust line measurement from your shoulder. So your shoulder right to your bust line, you can make your marking. Sometimes it's 10, some 10.5, some 11. You make the marking and you roll that line. And once that is done, you want to take your bust line circumference measurement and add your measurement. So your bust circumference divided by 4, add it there, and you can add additional 2 inches as well and connect it to your neckline, the neck depth, as you can see there. So there's a connection between the bust line and the neckline. That forms your armhole. So you want to grab your scissors and cut. It's as easy as that. Here there's no need to add your waistline measurement. If you want to do that, you can, but there's no need, as the dress is a free dress, basically like an hairline dress. So now we've cut the dress here and we've got the back panel and the front panel cut at the same time. If you remember, we folded into 2. So you've got your front panel and your back panel, and you have your place on fold there on the side. The next stage is to add our sleeve. Don't forget, we'll be adding elastic to the neck of the dress plus the sleeve as well. My sleeve is gonna be as puffy as possible, so it's as wide as I can. So if you want a very big sleeve as well, you can go for it. Now I'll be working with the armhole measurement I've got here. So you want to take your pattern paper for your sleeve, place it on fold like this, fold it over, and according to the length and the width you want, but make sure it's very wide enough for your off shoulder. So take note how I'm going to be placing the dress on the sleeve. You need to place it exactly like I'm doing, making sure the place on fold on the sleeve corresponds with the place on fold on the dress. Make sure you align the neckline as well, and make sure everything is aligned, and move the dress over to the edge of the sleeve pattern. And you want to make your marking, draw out the armhole. And once that is done, you want to grab your scissors and cut out your sleeve. It's as easy as that for the off shoulder. You can decide to make your sleeve length long or short. Whatever you choose, it's fine. So what you need to do is to place that bit right there on the sleeve, and you sew, and once you sew them together, you should have something like this, as you can see. So you need to cut 2 sleeves. Like I said before, you make your decision as regarding the length of your sleeve. If you want it long or short, is your choice. And don't forget, your sleeve would have an elastic by the neckline and by the arm width. So it's gonna have elastic. So right now I wanna split open the front panel and the back panel, so for you to see properly how I'm gonna be placing my sleeve. You open up your sleeve and stitch that bit down, and you stitch the other bit of the sleeve on the front panel. And you repeat the same process for the other side as well. So what I'll be doing, I'll be applying pins so I can show you properly. This is what you would expect when you stitch down without the elastic. The dress is almost completed here, as you can see, and I've gone ahead to apply the pins. This is the wrong side. As you can see, you apply stitches all over, and the hemline as well needs to be stitched down on the neckline, guys. Once you apply your elastic, you should have a perfect finish. Go ahead and apply elastic there at that point as well, in such a way that it's not too tight for your hams. The other one as well, apply elastic. Make sure you measure your exact ham and take 1 inch off and cut the elastic. And the same, you should measure your off shoulder. Make sure the elastic isn't too tight for your shoulder and not too loose. Make sure you measure your off shoulder measurement and apply the elastic accordingly, and you should have a stunning finish, guys. You shouldn't have any problem making this. If you want the neckline to be a bit curved in, by 1 inch or so, you can make it a bit curved in depending on what you want. Now we've come to the end of this video. I hope this will help you in making your off-shoulder dress. Kindly remember to subscribe, press that notification bell to notify you anytime I post a new video. Like and share, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, look after yourself and bye for now.